Hey everybody, SSC Silver Stacker Cracker right here, Oklahoma, United States of America. Are you thinking about getting into the precious metals market, everybody? Buying silver and buying gold? Have you been thinking about that? We're in this video, we're going to talk about the ways that you can buy silver and the budget friendly ways to buy silver, how to buy silver, and where to buy silver, everyone. We'll talk about what spot price means and how much should you pay over that spot price. So, budget friendly ways, how to, and where to buy silver, everybody. So, first, let's dive into a little bit of knowledge. Let's talk about spot price, everyone, on silver. So, 1 ounce of silver I've got right here. Spot price, excuse the puppy dogs there, just a normal guy here. Spot price is the actual melt value of silver. So it is the that's where it all starts right there, everybody. So by the way, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, hit that share button. So spot price, we're going to start with that. So silver starts, and gold also, we start at spot pricing, and that is the actual melt value, market value of that gold. What they go, or silver and gold, what they trade it for is the spot price. But if you want to hold your silver in your hand like I do, and I love to do it, you have to pay what's called a premium. And I smile because here's the tricky part. Premiums are the actual cost above that spot price, or what that melt value is, in order for you to hold this silver, to put this silver in your hand and put it in your vault, in your bank vault, in your safe, in your drawer, wherever you're going to put it. The premiums are a markup, just like a car, food, any commodities that you buy. Everything has a markup. They don't just sell it for spot unless you're buying an ETF, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Now, most places, when you buy silver, are going to charge anywhere from 10 to 15 to even 20% of premium markup in order for you to buy this silver. And it can even get more depending on what kind of silver you buy, everyone. So that we'll start with that. So we've got the spot price and the premium price for you to be able to hold that silver. And it goes for gold also. Let's talk about, you're wanting to get into stacking silver, and we call it stacking because it's self preservation, wealth preservation. And you stack it in quantity and you hold that, and it's a long term investment. For some people, and I do it too, uh, they play the short investment side of it, where they'll wait for things to go up and then they'll go do some trading for gold or silver. But we can get into that in another time. But the good thing is, there's many ways for you, if you're on a budget, to start out to buy silver. And we'll pull a couple of things out. We're going to start with the fractional, what we call fractional silver. Now, silver is traded in troy ounces. To 1 ounce of silver is 31.1 grams. 31.1 grams equals 1 ounce of silver. So we'll start out with let's say a gram of silver, okay? So you take that gram of silver right there, put it up against the shirt there, and you figure, let's say silver price as is Right now, it's a little over $37 at the close of the market. And you multiply that $37 divided by 31.1, and it gives you per gram. So most silver is a little over a dollar a gram, about 30, 35, something like that. And you can actually buy grams of silver for $1.35. That's a great way to get started. I mean, and this is what they would call kind of art silver. So it's a star, and that's a good way to get started. And you can buy a gram, you can buy 5 grams, 10 grams, 20 grams. I mean, there's many ways that you can get started into silver and even gold, and by buying what we call it fractionals. Fractional is anything under 1 ounce. So that's a good way to get started. There's, you can go grams, or you can go even the smaller, beautiful coins, such as these. These are silver fractional currency coins, and this one would be an Indian head round. It's kind of hard to see, but they're smaller, as you can tell right here. That's a fractional, that's a 1 ounce. So these are good ways to get started. So let's say that weighs 3 grams or 4 grams or 5 grams. You just multiply that times the price per gram. And that's a good way, a budget friendly way to get started into stacking silver. And now you may want to go all in. I don't know. You might want to stack a 5 ounce bar, or you might want to just start stacking 1 ounce currency coins or rounds. The difference between a coin and a round is a currency coin has a denomination on it. So it actually is backed by a country's currency. For instance, this one is just considered a round, if you can see that. Uh, so there's different, like I said, there's many different ways to buy silver. You can buy the silver in the bars. These are 1 ounce bars. You can buy them in 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 10 ounce. You can go as big as you want to go on silver bars. And you're going to pay for 1 ounce of silver just as you would for 1 ounce round of silver. And you're going to pay that premium price, probably somewhere around $40 for one of these, when you have a spot price of about 37 bucks. Some of the other silver that I'll show you that you can buy, or some of the old minting companies, and the spot price or the premium price on these is quite a bit more money. So you're actually not gonna get as much for your buck on some of this minted name brand, let's call it name brand stuff, as you would, for instance, a 1 ounce bar. Now, believe it or not, that's a 1 ounce bar, and that's a 1 ounce bar. But see the thickness difference. There's a huge thickness difference there. So there's lots of ways to buy silver. We buy some silver crosses, all right, to identify your silver. It's always has to be stamped 999 fine, or even sterling silver's 925. Make sure that you buy it from a reputable dealer, everyone, because that makes all the difference in the world. Now, you can even jump up. Let's say you're getting a little bit more money put back, and you can buy some 1/2 ounce silver. Now, let me explain to you really quick. 1/2 ounce silver, whether it be it or gram silver, or even a 1/4 ounce, small fractional silver, the smaller you are, the more money in premium that you're going to pay over the spot price, the higher the weight that you go, you usually pay less. So if you pay $250 for this 1 gram bar from a dealer or an online company, and you multiply that times 31.1, it tells you a lot real quick about what you're paying for that silver. And some of the silver, such as this one right here, it's one of our favorites, one of the favorite bars. Uh, the premiums are going to be higher. So make sure that you do your research on this stuff. It's really important for you to research silver prices, metal prices, and all that stuff. It's very, very important. There's lots of different types of silver that you can buy. And we'll get into gold sometime this week, and we'll talk about the gold also. You can buy currency coins that are 2 ounces, 2.5, 5 ounces. We have one right here. Let me show you this. It is a beautiful United States currency quarter, everybody. It is actually a quarter. It is 5 ounces of pure silver. The premium on this, because it's a special edition, is very, very expensive. So if you're getting into silver, as a lot of my viewers out there will tell you, and this is a good channel to watch because I have some fantastically intelligent people that have been doing it a long time that can give plenty of advice. This stuff is going to cost you. So if you're solely stacking for an investment only, you want to buy as close to spot price on silver as you possibly can, whether it be a 1 ounce round or a gram of silver or a 1/4 ounce of silver, or I mean, even something like this. That's silver, guys. But as I'm always going to say, buy what you enjoy, buy what you like. This will turn you into a pirate. You will have this in your hands and you can look at it every day. It won't be sitting in a bank. It's not going to burn a hole in your pocket. This is something that you will hold on to. It's much more difficult to sell this. Therefore, you're just building and building and building your savings account. Lots of ways to do silver. Now let's talk about where can you get silver? Where can you buy silver? Where there's many avenues to buy silver. There's online dealers and there's coin dealers, local coin dealers. Uh, many places sell silver on the internet. eBay. I'm not a big fan of eBay, everyone. Simply because you really don't know what you're getting on eBay. You're not 100% sure unless it's in a minted card that's stamped with a reputable mint company that actually makes those. So be very careful on eBay. There's plenty of online companies that sell silver and gold. They sell them in fractionals. They sell copper. They sell all kinds of really neat metals. But if you're stacking for wealth, then buy all the beautiful currency coins, the eagles, silver eagles, the silver maples of Canada are a currency coin, the Krugerrands, Australian kangaroos. There's many out there, everyone. But you're always going to pay a little bit more for those currency coins than you would a regular round. So just take that in mind. So you have all the companies all over the internet. Do your research. I suggest you find a company that does not have commissioned workers answering those phones. You can do it online, but if you have questions, make sure you call them. Most all of them are very intelligent and very knowledgeable about what they are selling. Talk to the guys that aren't making a commission, because you are going to pay less money for that silver and that gold when you're talking to somebody that's not making a commission, because that has to get passed on to the consumer. Now, another thing you got to be careful of, these TV ads. You see these ads all over the TVs about Morgan dollars and silver and these special deals and these special proof sets. Guys, they have to pass that on to the customers. So their premiums are astronomical, astronomical. So stay away from the TV ad sellers. Don't be tempted. Don't let that hook get in there and reel you in. Do your research. Do your research. It takes time to do this. Make sure to watch this channel. We're going to be continuing to do more of these videos just like this. We want to educate as much as we can, and we also want to be educated. So there's plenty of people on my channel that can give you tons of information on what to stack. We're going to talk about gold coming up, and we're going to talk about budget-friendly ways to buy gold and where to buy that gold. So everyone, you've got the Silver Stacker Cracker right here, Oklahoma, United States of America. Everybody, this is your safe haven. This is your hedge. This is your wealth preservation. And you can be a pirate. So SSC right here, Oklahoma, United States of America. Guys, we're out.